And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life. Good life.
Coming in hot, Chinch, on a Monday coming at you from Seattle, baby. Let's go.
Look at that background. You go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
You Starbucks when you're
Isn't
sitting?
that nice? Dude, there's a Starbucks in every corner here. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Every corner.
There's a Simpsons episode where they go to Seattle and like every store is just Starbucks and there's no other store. That was years ago. Hey, I got a question for you before we get going. Pretty important, dude. When do you give up on one of your favorite t-shirts, dude? Because this is one of my favorites ever. Look, dude, it's got the bullet, the moth bullet holes in it here, but it's one of my favorites, dude. What do you do? And it's usually not us, right? It's usually the ladies in our life are like, it's over.
Yeah.
Or they're like, threw it out. And you're like, what do you mean you threw it out? You go dig through the garbage. What do you do? When do you do it? When's the proper time to get rid of your favorite?
Dude, that is so true, bro. Like, and Sarah will be like, you gotta get rid of that shirt. I'm like, if you touch this shirt, we're gonna have serious problems. Do not throw this shirt away. I know it has there's one of my favorite shirts has a hole in the armpit.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, she's like, you got a hole in the armpit. I'm like, bro, when does somebody see my armpit? I was like, I just keep my arms down. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So like that shirt's got so much character, bro. Life is good. What's it say? What's it say?
It's good.
20, take it slow.
Take it slow. I got this in San Diego at the All-Star game one year when that was a great All-Star game, a lot of fun. Here's what I think. You know when I think you got to give it up? When when the neck stitch separates from the shoulder and you start looking like the chick from what's that movie, Flash Dancer, where she had a shirt down the side. I think that's when the shirt has to go. But otherwise, I'll do anything, man. If the sleeves start getting messed up, I'll cut the sleeves and keep the sleeve. I'll try to keep it as a tank top for as long as I can.
Dude, I still have a shirt. From college, 1992. My man Jason Horsley. I was in a fraternity in college because it was in our at Richmond, like a lot of baseball guys were in fraternity. So I was in Sig Ep at Richmond, and for our pledge night where we had to just be security for the party. Meanwhile, whatever. So our pledge master, Jason Horsley, got these shirts, Sig Ep security on it, bro. I still have it. 1992.
That's amazing.
It's one of my favorite shirts, but it's like, as a matter of fact, now that we say this, Sarah has definitely done something to it. I haven't seen it in a while. Now I know it hasn't made the rotation. So I have to go look at this. I know.
You gotta look it up, man.
Did you do something with my Sig Ep? Yeah, you did. It's a Sig Ep security shirt. It's got 45 holes in it but I had to cut the sleeves off because it was getting so bad.
Did you
It's one of my favorite shirts, dude. I was freaking 18 years old when I have it. I still wear it. Let's go.
Oh boy, for so many.
So Chinch, you got 20 more years of that shirt, bro. Do not let Jess overtake that shirt.
If I have to, I'll make it a belly shirt. I just have to work on my head. All right. That's the difference between men and women. We can talk for 25 minutes about our favorite t-shirts. So what are you doing? Get to your baseball stuff that people can't.
Get your act together.
Yeah. God. So, okay. All right. There's so much because it's been a weekend. We haven't got a chance to talk. There's so much to talk about the Rangers and the Astros right now. We're heading to the Game 7, which, by the way, Astros fans lit me up. On our little thing, I've known Astros fans. I always remember, like, Ken Rosenthal's always like, Astros fans will kill you, man. Be careful out there. Like, they'll come right at you. They are social media mavens. I'm giving you all credit, Astros fans. So don't kill me over this. But they were so mad when I was like, hey, what if the Rangers sweep this thing? And they're like, they're not going to sweep. They'll never sweep. And now we're getting like, I told you so. We posted this thing like 3 weeks. It's like, told you that we're going to lose. Sorry, Astros fans. But betwixt and between all of this stuff, this is now first of all, it's a really cool rivalry when two teams from the same state can hate each other, kind of the way these teams seem to hate each other. You and I were unpacking the whole hit by pitch of Garcia from a couple nights ago. Now there's a 2-game suspension on the line that's being appealed by the pitcher in that situation. You stared at this thing for like 5 minutes before we came on and watched the play again. Let's start there, and then we'll preview. Like, what's your take?
Yeah, you know what? You'd like to think in a 4-2 game that when Texas was up 4-2 in the 8th with a guy on first,
no out.
Obviously, Garcia with no outs. Garcia had just hit that, earlier, hit the big home run and kind of really pimped it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Threw the bat down, stomped on home plate. So in my mind, I'm like, no chance was that on purpose. And then I go back and look at the video and go, that 100% was on purpose. I don't know, man. Just Abreu's. The confusing thing for me was hit by pitch to the Abreu's reaction looked like he did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Maldonado's reaction was like, are you kidding me, dude? Why would we do that? Because we're down 2 with a guy on first with no outs. It makes no sense. So I'm not totally sure, dude, because at the end of the day, it's almost like Acuna. If you want to get Adolis Garcia out right now, you got to pitch him in, and you got to pitch him up in on his hands. So Acuna's been hit a couple times this year where he was up in arms, and I thought that wasn't on purpose. The only way to get him out is to come in and to tie him up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when guys try to do that, guys in the big leagues don't like to pitch in, dude. I don't care what anyone says. Hey, man, this guy pitches in. I tell hitters all the time, how do you hit the inside pitch? Don't swing at it.
Huh.
It's not a good pitch to hit, right? It's in on your hands. But most guys can't do it because it's tough to thread the needle in there. Mm. So that could be the case because when you try to thread the needle, guys can't do it, so they just sail it right.
Yeah.
It was a bad look. But to me, Chinch, it makes no sense. Zero sense in the postseason, a 2-run lead to do that. And obviously, it spurred a whole thing where I think the mojo switched to the Astros because Bate gets tossed, Garcia gets tossed, Abreu gets tossed, and then Altuve goes deep, so yeah. But what I love is, so then here we go in game 6. The the Rangers are back in Houston, which is funny. We were talking about how Houston's better on the road.
Yeah.
So they've lost all 3 games. So look at the swing here. They've won 3 on the road. They've lost 3, at home. And what does Garcia do again? They come out bang it, and then he hits a grand slam in game 6. So there's some, and Garcia's hot. So
yeah,
it just makes for great drama, dude. It makes for great storylines for this game 7 tonight series. It's awesome.
Yeah. And all right, let's stay there, man. Here's a pitching matchup. Max Scherzer, so far in the postseason, only in 1 game, 11.25 ERA, 4 strikeouts, but that was only 1 coming off an injury. Christian Javier has been dealing 2-0 in a postseason, 1.69 ERA with 12 Ks. This is it. This is what baseball's all about, man. Right?
Yeah. This is it. Who doesn't want a game 7, dude? Especially in Texas versus Houston. I mean, this is awesome. For all the marbles in Houston. This is also why Chris Young at the deadline goes to get Max Scherzer. Knowing that, first off, we got to get in. And if we get in, we got a workhorse that's been there, done that. I think Scherzer's going to pitch better tonight. His last outing, he wasn't that good. He hadn't pitched in a while. And he looked rusty. The one thing about that Astros lineup, Chinch, is they do a great job of navigating at bats. Their process is good. Their protocol is good. They have professional hitters up and down that lineup from Altuve and Bregman and Brantley, Alvarez, all the way up and down. So when you look at that lineup, you're like, okay, they're going to make Scherzer work. So I think the biggest point is how many are you getting from Scherzer tonight? How many innings are you getting? How many pitches are you getting? Scherzer's going to want to go 8. Bochy's going to be on him, tight. And the Rangers bullpen has been really Jekyll and Hyde this series. They've been dominant, and then they've given it up. So, last night they did a great job coming in, kind of shutting the door. So I think the big question is, I don't know how many you're going to get. If you get 3 or 4 innings out of Scherzer, that's a win. I think. And Scherzer's a guy too. If he falls into a groove, just like Verlander, and he has that good slider working, and he can wipe you out with that thing with the fastball and the upper rail, he's going to be a problem. But if he can't get that visual with the fastball and the slider combo and with the change off it, and those guys are taking pitches and making Scherzer work and getting them up, he could be out of there. He could be out of there soon. So it's going to be great to see. I think we'll know in the first inning which Max Scherzer's is showing up.
And to your exact point, here's what Max Scherzer's got to deal with in the first 5 batters of the game, where he's not on a pitch count. He won't let himself be on a pitch count, but he kind of got to be somewhere in pitch count. Here's the kind of swing and miss guys you don't have in the top 5 of the Astros order: Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez. You might be able to get out every once in a while, but then Abreu. The top 5 guys in that lineup, and even if Alvarez strikes out, he's going to hit a home run that game too. So the top 5 guys, you said it right off the bat. First of all, you're going to know their approach, right? Because you got those pros at the top of your lineup.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to know exactly what they're going to do. And by the way, Altuve, golly gee willikers, he is a good hitter, man. He's a good. He hit over 300 again this year. I had to go look back, and I'm like, he really is what he is. Obviously, the down year after the cheating scandal stuff, but I can only imagine that's a psyche thing, like trying to prove that you aren't a cheater probably makes you not as good of a hitter for a season. But holy moly, they're good.
Dude, when we played Houston when I was with the Yankees, down the stretch, probably 6 times, I think. 3 there, 3 at our place. And it was funny with Anthony Rizzo would come up to me and go, "Watch this case. At first inning, Altuve's just going to hit a bullet. But I swear to God, next pitch, wham, double the gap, then he'd be 3 for 3, dude, this guy's incredible. Not really, not a big guy at all, but dude has some of the most electric hands and bat path in the game. His eye-hand coordination is literally elite. There's barrel awareness. So, and dude, he's one of the best postseason hitters of all time. One of the best postseason hitters of all time. And when you think of big hits, you think Big Papi, and now you're starting to think Jose Altuve,
pushing to be the all-time postseason home run leaders.
Wow. Yeah, it's incredible.
He's shorter than me. I'm telling you.
Yes.
I stood next to him in cleats. I was telling my father-in-law this the other day. He's like, no. And I'm like,
yes.
Like, Jerry, I'm taller than Jose Altuve, but I'm not as good at baseball. That's crazy. Anyway, all right. So let's not sleep on the other series. It's not like
this. Hey, really quick. I want to give a really quick love to Evaldi. Evaldi. We kind of slid under the radar because they won at 9-2, but what a signing that was too. Nathan Evaldi has been as advertised this whole year. Had a little bit of a down, one month where he, had a little hiccup there. But man, this postseason, that's why you go get these guys. Postseason proven. And Evaldi did it again last night in Game 6 to push this thing to Game 7.
Yeah, you want to talk about postseason proven? How about Aaron Nola this postseason? 3-0 with an 0.96 and 19 Ks, and he gets the ball tonight.
Wow.
Against Kelly, who's also a pretty good stud and has pitched pretty well so far in the postseason. This is it, man. This is it, man. It's a tough handicap, this series. I got to be honest, because they go back and forth with each other. What's your gut telling you right now?
It's been a great series, man. It's been a great series. Like Nola has been just dirty. I think sometimes when you get a pitcher like this that's on a roll, you ride him, into the sunset, really, But and that lineup got going in Game 5, with Schwarber going deep, and then Harper comes out, bangs, and then Real Muto had a 2-run punch, and so it's been a funny thing for the Phillies too. They came out banging, and then that offense went away for a couple of games, and they came out in Game 5 again. So what offense will show up tonight? I think if Nola's on, the Diamondbacks could be in trouble because if he gets any help from that offense and is able to settle into that start, he can really start expanding that zone a little bit with his stuff. So, but listen, you can't count the Diamondbacks out because Merrill Kelly's been a workhorse all year. He's pitched great in the postseason. Corey Lavello has those boys playing. It's a fun team to watch. It's an exciting team to watch. So it's going to be great, man. I mean, if Nola's on, this series could be over. But I tell you what, I'd love to see a Game 7, dude. Yeah. Who doesn't love it? The Game 7s are the best in sport. We got one tonight in Texas.
Yep.
And in Houston, it would be great. It would be great to see that one going to Game 7 too for all the Marvin.
How about you don't need any extra motivation if you're Nola and he's a pro and he's 30 years old and he's figured it out over the years. How about the fact that, dude, after this season, he's a free agent? Can you imagine if he keeps his role going and they win the World Series?
Yeah. Oh,
how much money does he make on a 3-year deal?
You kidding me, dude? Big money. He's
25-30?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. You kidding me? For frontline starting pitching, he's going to make a ton of money, bro. He's going to make, I would say, 25-30 easy.
Yeah.
And, talk about getting hot at the right time, too, where people are like, we want that in our rotation.
Huh?
I'm sure the Phillies are like, oh, man, it's kind of a catch-22. They're fired up because they want the championship, but, man, they also want to keep Nolan. They want a shot to keep Nolan. His price tag just keeps going up, up, up.
Yeah. On the flip side, listen, we've been saying it. The D-backs battle, man. They battle you. They have good, tough hitters. Ketel Marte can beat you on any game, right?
Corbin Carroll.
Yeah,
so, dude, Christian Walker for me. He hasn't had a great series, I believe, but dude, that he's a bat that they need him to come out tonight, big time in Philly. You know what I mean? He's got over 30 home runs. He's over 100 RBIs this year. He had a really incredible season.
100 hits too for the season.
Yeah, and he's the best first baseman in the league. Defensively.
Nice. All right. So who do you think takes it tonight? You think the Phillies are going to the World Series? Do you think we will know the World?
I think the Phillies are going to the World Series, but it's going Game 7.
Ooh, good one. Look at you. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Now on the flip side, who is going to the World Series from the other division?
I think Texas is going, baby.
Woo!
I think there's something about this home field road advantage. I don't know what's going on here, but no home teams won yet, right?
No.
So I'm riding that's going to happen tonight again. That Texas is riding that 9-run outburst last night. The bats are here, and there's some serious energy, mojo, whatever, bad blood coming into Game 7, and Bruce Bochy's magic is going to somehow win it tonight.
Yeah, that reminds me of the complete opposite. You remember, what was it, 91? One of my favorite World Series ever was Twins Braves, because that's when the Twins had the rally towel. That was like the first towels, right? The Twins.
Oh yeah, the white towels.
Going was nuts. And then on the flip side, that's when the Braves were doing the chop for the first time. And every team, the only reason like one team beat the other is because the home team won every game in that series. Back then, it was like kind of a different type of home field advantage, like the Yankees back in the day. At Old Yankee Stadium, that was a serious home field advantage.
Oh yeah,
too much of that now, but in these series, I mean,
dude, in Philly, it feels like a serious home field.
Yes,
advantage. At the bank. I mean, that crowd is ruckus, dude.
That ballpark is so great. Do you know that ballpark is the exact same ballpark as Citi Field? Pretty much. I'm not saying all the exact dimensions. They've moved a couple things around, but the actual ballpark, it's the same model, same model. Yeah.
Wow.
You're right.
I didn't know that.
Something about Philly though in a postseason. That place is a lot louder than most other places.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
Anyway, all right. So we got that going on. Oh, hey, there's an elephant in the room because there's.
You know what? Wait. Now I'm feeling Philly and 6 for some reason. My mind just said it. My mind just said Nola's going to dominate. Nola's going to dominate. Philly's going to come out banging.
Ooh.
It's over tonight, Chinch.
Switch your room right there. I like that. I saw your like there's
my wheels.
I saw it was like burning wood coming out your ears, and I'm like, what is he thinking about? Right? that's good. You always got to go with your gut and finish strong with that. Hey, so you're in beautiful Seattle, as you said.
Yes.
Background behind you is gorgeous.
Yes.
What are you doing there? And what's happening?
Dude, I emceed Eddie and Jill Vedder put on an event last night for EBRP, which is epidermolysis bullosa research project. Dude, what they're doing here is incredible. And if you go to ebresearch.org, and I believe you can donate there, please donate. It is an incredible cause. The kids and adults that suffer from this awful devastating, life-threatening, like genetic skin disorder. It affects children from birth, bro. It's like literally if you got hugged too hard, or if you touched something wrong and your skin would like rip off, like the worst. I'm saying like the worst. Like whenever you like get your skin ripped off and it's oh man, that burns. Well, dude, this happens to these kids and it never heals. So what they have to do, we were talking to these parents yesterday at this summit, they have to wrap themselves in like bandages, and the wrapping takes like 4 to 5 hours a day on a good day. So can you imagine just, what that, how crazy that is. But dude, the biggest thing is the scientists and the researchers here and the donors, dude, we just came out with the first cream ever. Like this, it's really gene therapy is going to heal this thing. Now, here's the thing. If gene therapy heals EB, we think that it's going to help out 7,000 rare diseases. 7,000 it's going to cure, right? And we think our goal is by 2030, we'll be able to cure this awful, awful disease of EB. And like I said, this says right here, and pioneer a path for the 400 plus million globally who battle a rare disease. A lot of rare diseases don't get the funding, dude, at the end of the day. And one of Jill Vedder's friend's son had this awful disease, and she was like, I got to do something. So about 10 years ago, they got involved, her and Ed. And Ed's like, I remember talking to Ed about it, 8 months ago. He's like, Case, I'm going to figure out, I'm trying to put on, a charity event. So there he does at Ben Euro Hall here in Seattle, which is a beautiful symphony hall. Ed's putting on 2 shows tonight and tomorrow. But last night was the big summit, dude. And the real heroes here are obviously the kids and the parents. But these scientists, dude, are incredible. And just to be there and to see the research that they do, their teams, dude, closing in on a cure, like legitimately. And at the end of the day, what we need is funding. So I'm asking anyone that's listening here, go to EB Research, EB as in boy, research.org. And I believe you can donate there. As a matter of fact, I know you can. And let's get this thing cured. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen, diseases, and it doesn't have to be. And like I said, if we get the cure for this, 7,000 other rare diseases of people that suffer in this world will be cured too. This gene therapy stuff is absolutely phenomenal.
Amazing. Well done by you. Well done by Ed and his family. That's an emotional.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Amazing. Incredible. Yeah, go. We'll put the send me that link. I'm going to put it in our page of when we explain what today's show is. I'm going to put that at the bottom of the page. So
yeah, that'd be great.
That when we hang up, don't forget
that'd be awesome, dude.
But yeah,
that would be awesome.
Check that out, everybody. And that's really great stuff. Gosh, good job, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Helping people.
No, it's really it is what it's all about, dude. Impact, and who can we impact today? So hopefully we're all even in your family or whatever. It doesn't. Obviously this is a big one though. This impact for these kids and a lot of people around the world can be a big one. So
amazing. Happy. I'm sure a lot of these kids are going to be at that concert rocking out with you guys tonight too. So.
Oh yeah. I told Ed, I was like, you better be ready. Yeah. I said, Ed, you better be ready to go tonight. The kids are ready. I'll be ready. I'll be like,
are you going on a stage? Are you going to be on a stage? Is he going to pull you up there? Sean Case?
No, I won't be on the stage. I'll be like, do not pull me up. Remember the one time
Go ahead.
he pulled me up?
Yes.
It didn't work out.
No, it didn't work out.
He was like, Case, get on the mic.
I was gonna say, Sarah should wear that Taylor Swift costume that she wore to your Halloween party with the Miracle League the other day. She'll fit right in. She could go play the tambourine on the stage with Ed tonight.
Oh my God. Dude, here's a great story. So his daughter Harper is a huge Taylor Swift fan. So only when you're Ed Vedder can you pull this one off. So Harper was telling me last night that when Taylor Swift came to Seattle, Ed was like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here to miss the traffic. And Harper's like, there's 2 songs to go, Dad. I'm not leaving. He's like, Harper, get in the car. We have to leave. So Ed, obviously Ed in Seattle, he's even bigger. So Ed grabs Harper and her friends and they start going, and they, got the secret pass backstage to get out to the cars in the back. So, dude, the concert ends as like they're kind of walking out, and Ed had Taylor Swift come off stage after the show and come meet Harper.
Oh my!
After the show was over, just so Harper said that Taylor Swift comes off stage, she's sweating,
Yeah.
you know, just came off doing, I don't know, Bad Blood or whatever she does.
48th song, her 48th song of the night. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. And she, you know, and Harper showed me the picture. So only Ed Vedder can pull that off. It was like, hey, Taylor, you think after your last song, you come off the stage and say, meet my daughter.
By the way, if you're that's how big Eddie Vedder is, that Taylor Swift's like, yes, sir, you are a rock god. And Taylor Swift can say that about him. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So cool, man.
Wow.
So cool. When you could deliver for your kids like that, that's awesome.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Enjoy tonight. Have a great time with it. Again, I will put this link in our in the bio of this episode. Please go take a look at it and see if you can help with it.
Awesome, man. And don't let Jess Chinch throw out that shirt. 20, dude, that's got 20 more years of life.
I know, it's so comfortable. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do the belly shirt thing like that. All right, bro. Have a great
Awesome,
night.
love you, man. I'll see you. Hey, thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome.